Okay, 1 week and I have already faced challenges I didn't expect. But here is what I learned. Thank you, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Anari Vital. Today, I will be recapping my first week in building a business from scratch, a series that is called My 12 Week Business Challenge. I'm excited. It's exciting, and I want to share my progress with you. Okay, one of the things that you're going to be seeing, you're going to see me reach for this, which is my mouse, because I want to be very clear with you guys. I'm not a coach. I'm not a business coach. I'm not an instructor. I am not a business instructor. I'm just simply an individual that believes that he can make it, that he can do it. And I decided to take the plunge, and here I am. So let's move on to the next slide. Talking about my challenges that I have faced so far. Okay, my challenges. Um, Talking about my expectations. Talking about my reality. I said to you that I'm already facing challenges, and this is the challenge that I'm facing. You see, when I started this 12-week challenge, I expected everything to come with a sense of harmony and alignment, with my personal life and my work environment. But the reality has come to me with a whole bunch of other stuff that I wasn't. I mean, I knew it was there. I tried to block it as much as I could, but my reality is coming in filled with discomfort. I have thrown myself into discomfort. In other words, the comfort zone that I used to have it, that I used to, that I used to move in, is actually being pulled from under me. So discomfort is one of those things, that I'm actually starting to feel. And also, I've been starting to feel this encouragement and a change of not a change, but actually second thoughts if what I'm doing it's the right thing for me to do. Okay, so with that being said, uh, I've been having so many ideas on how it is that I want to put things together. I've been having so many ideas on how it is that I want to bring this to you guys. But one of the things that I've also come to realize is that in the past I had the same ideas, that and many more ideas, but usually those ideas they never went anywhere. Either someone else from out there took them and ran with them. Uh, I don't know. The thing is this: one thing that I know is this much: that whatever idea I have now, if it's an idea worth pursuing, I want to pursue it. I'm going to put some action into it. I want to make the idea come to life and come to fruition. Um, and one of those other things that I've been actually struggling with has been self-sabotage. You see, there's something in the brain scientists call the amygdala. It's kind of like the fly or flight, kind of like director. It tells you to take a hike, flight, or it tells you to stay and fight. Well, I've been working with that up in my brain. It wants me to quit. It wants me to wait. It wants me to go back into my comfort zone. It comes. Is attempting to get me to go into the procrastinating stage, and is bringing in all kinds of stuff in my mind to discourage me and to get me to stop and forget about this. It's causing me to self-sabotage. So that is a challenge that I'm working with. I'm hoping that you guys will encourage me, or some or not, or I'm hoping this will encourage you. But I'm not stopping. I'm going. One of my worst fears in doing all this has always been rejection. Rejection. That's been part of my life. I'm not too sure if it's part of your life. But as for me, rejection is it's big. That thought of rejection, it just wants to make me quit. But here I am. I'm gonna keep going. So we're gonna go to the next slide. There's a couple of things that I did this week. I'm still not gonna speak to you about the processes that I'm doing in building this business together. Right now, I want you to kind of know that it is coming. I'm gonna put them, in an order that we'll be able to follow. But for now, I want to let you know what's going on here on the psychological part. Um, there's books out there that indicate that at least for any entrepreneur to be out there making it in life, first you need to work in here because 80% of what an entrepreneur does in life to succeed in life, it always starts in the mind. At least 80% of it, and the rest is about 20% worth of work. Well, it is true. I mean, your mind. If you don't work in there, you're gonna fail out there because you need to develop that muscle in your mind that is gonna let you do that. That is gonna let you lift that this encouragement that is gonna come to you. You know, you need to get it in your brain. You know, you need to see. Your expectations, your vision mainly. It needs to it needs to be up there. It needs to be reinforced daily. It needs to be encouraged by you daily. Many times we expect people to come in and encourage us and push us and throw us in the water. But the reality is that many times no one's going to come. It's just you, yourself, and you. So that's what I'm doing. And that's what that the first video that I threw out there sort of what talked about. The second video that I threw out there was why structure is important. I started to read a book called the 12-week yearbook, where it talks about structure being crucial for success. How as you start to build your foundation, you need to properly structure everything. So as to create your framework. That framework with that is going to be created with good, detailed, well defined goals, plans, daily actions, everything that you're gonna need, to get that business going, or at least for me in this case, right now, being just series that you guys are watching. And then number three, I talked about batching and content workflow. How it is, that I start with video one, two, three, four, five, and at the end of the week, I'm sort of putting it together and giving it to you guys. I'm gonna be doing the same thing for the following video. And then there is a video number four where I talked about momentum and consistency. It's not enough, to do a video here, a video there, a video here, a video there, just skip a day and don't skip the next day. I noticed that consistency is very important. Momentum, once you get the ball rolling, don't stop because then it'll be hard to pick up the ball and kick it again. So just keep on moving. And day number five, I talked about the biggest lesson that I had learned so far in the previous 4 days. And I talked about how waiting for the right moment to start really is never going to show up. I think we all have heard this, right? It's not me, it's not something new. Waiting for the right moment will never show up. Waiting for the perfect plan will never come. Working with the perfect business plan, it's never going to be there. That perfect business plan is not going to be there. So if you're hoping to go pay somebody to build your business plan and all of a sudden, you're going to turn yourself into a millionaire, most likely it's not going to happen. So don't wait on that perfect business plan. Don't wait until you build that perfect business plan. Whatever you have in your mind, whatever thought, whatever idea you have, ask yourself, is it worth following? Then go at it. Jump on it. Start now. I want to move to the fourth slide. Here, I talked a little bit about some of the lessons that I learned and what has actually worked so far. I have to keep like a little journal, and by the way, I'm not that kind of a journal guy, but I had this time, I had to pull out my book and take some notes. Although I use ChatGPT for a lot of things that have to do with my current and my existing work environment, many things, ChatGPT won't know about you because those are pretty internal. They're in here. They're inside of you, and only you know what they are. So to me, what surprised me was the realization that consistency and momentum really, they have nothing to do with willpower, at all. Many times we think, with the willpower we can do a whole bunch of stuff. Pick up a rock with our mind. Run a mile. Run a mile every day. It doesn't work like that. I realized, that having the mentality that we used to have when we used to be in school, when we used to take, our PE class, how the teachers were, how the instructors of PE were, what they were actually trying to teach us. They were not trying to teach us how to get big and bulky as boys that we are. As a girl, I don't know what they taught you, but for us, I don't think, that's what they were trying to get across to us. I think what they were trying to get across to us was the understanding of discipline. You know, if you run a mile today, and if you run a mile tomorrow, if you run a mile the next day, and the third day, or fourth day, maybe by the sixth, maybe by the seventh mile, you could go on your own. You know, like that, without having to push too much thought into it. So I realized that consistency is really not willpower. It's more. Uh, it's more discipline. So that's one of those things, that I'm actually doing by sitting here and making this video, which is my sixth video for you guys to see is discipline. And I'm pretty sure I'll be able to carry this discipline into into the business that I'm starting, which by the way I already started, with conviction and holding myself accountable. Um, what's working for me? What's working for me is staying focused as much as I possibly can, and the things start to flow normal. So things start to flow without so much friction. And one of those things is the way I'm sort of structuring my walk. I'm doing it in such a way that I'm not bringing in too much. I mean, too much stuff on me at the same time. I'm choosing one thing. I'm sticking to that one thing until I do it. Make sure that that thing is not even carried for a whole month. That's for sure. Usually, some of the tasks that I'm doing, some of them, you can call goals, but that because my goals are more action oriented, I have actually started to convert them into tasks. So today I have this number of tasks that need to be completed no matter what. They cannot roll over into tomorrow because by tomorrow, I'm already running late. See what I'm saying? So I'm learning that focusing on one thing and one thing at a time is the best way to go at this. Um, I want to be good at one thing and not mediocre on many. I got this from the 12-week yearbook as well. And what's not working? Last minute filming. When we're talking about the connection, the connection that I'm trying to do with you guys right now, last minute filming does not work. You need to be at least a day ahead, or you need to be at least a couple of hours, ahead. But please do not do the last minute filming. It'll set you back. I know what I'm telling you. Okay. And just in this week, he has actually sent me back one day, almost 2 days. So don't create yourself that unnecessary step. So with that being said, I want to ask you guys, have you ever started something and struggled to stay consistent? Drop the word go in the comments if you started something and you're doing it. By the way, I choose the word go in a very strategic kind of way. And I'm going to share with you guys as I'm going why I choose the word go. Why it is that I want you guys to write the word go here in the comments. If you guys are struggling to stay consistent at anything, and and uh, and then I want to ask you to jump on the wagon. I want to ask you to follow me, share my videos, follow for daily updates, watch the full series if you like. I have them. I'll be having those on YouTube, and I'll be having a whole bunch of TikTok shorts and YouTube shorts for you guys to enjoy. And why not subscribe? Subscribe to the channel to get those daily updates. Because as I start to bring out videos, that way you guys can get the daily update. It's gonna be very interesting. Trust me. Um, I believe in my heart that if I keep doing this daily, by the end of the 12 week, I'm gonna be so very good at this. So very good at this. I won't be making use of this too much. and I won't be making use of notes that much. But for now, this is all I have for you guys. I will be starting the next week, and at the end of that week, I'll be creating the second video where I will be recapping video number two. Again, thank you for joining, and this is Anari Vital, and I want to say to you, jump on the wagon, follow me, and why not subscribe and share my channel. Thank you.